Hey guys, Coach Carson here. I'm about ready to get out in the garden and do some work. Now, prior to going out in the garden, there's a couple of things that you want to master first before you do that. So one of the things is abdominal bracing. So learning how to brace your abdominals before you lift any objects from the ground or do any pulling or pushing of the cart will help stabilize your spine and help reduce that chance of risk of low back injury. So first thing I'm going to teach you is just an abdominal brace standing. So what you're going to do with good posture, head up, shoulders back, you're going to take your fingertips and you're going to put them right on the sides of your abdomen. Now from here, the brace is not a sucking in of your stomach where you're going to hollow it out, or a pushing out where you're pushing your stomach muscles out forward. All it is just some tension underneath your fingertips, so you feel like you're bracing to get punched in the stomach or poked in the stomach. So if I put my fingertips here and I just practice tightening, I feel that tension underneath my fingertips. That's the abdominal brace. Now, for things that are lighter that you're lifting or pushing or pulling, you need a brace, just a gentle tightening of the stomach muscles. Now, for things that might be heavier, you're going to want to brace a little bit harder, so the tension is dependent upon the load that you're lifting, okay? So that's the first thing that you're going to want to do. So I'm getting ready to go out. Especially if it's early in the morning, you want to loosen up that lumbar spine and reduce the risk of injury. So by doing a certain exercise called the cat-camel, you're going to loosen that stiffness up in the lower back by performing this exercise. All you're going to do is you're going to get down to the kneeling position, and I suggest as you come down to a kneeling position that you do it in a lunge position, or lunge motion. So you're tightening the core, like I just described, so tensioning the core, and then I'm stepping forward into a lunge. And now I can put my knee down, and I can come down on all fours. So the cat-camel, you're on all fours, and all it is a gentle motion, pressing your lower back up gently, and then opposite direction, looking up, arching your lower back. And I'm just rolling that back up and down for about 10 cycles, nice and gently. I'm not forcing it at any one end range. So I do that to loosen up the lumbar spine, get it less stiff. Tuck the chin, arch the back, look up. So, like I said, about 10 or so. And break. Okay. Now, from there, I got to get my shoes on, right? So one of the worst things you can do is flex forward to tie your shoes. That, especially early in the morning, you run the risk of tweaking your back or causing some back issues there. So what you want to do is you want to slip your shoes on, but instead of flexing forward like this to tie your shoelaces like that, okay, or even doing this, flexing and tying. So my spine here is now bent forward. So I run the wrist there with that position. So one of the best things that you can do is learn how to tie by putting your foot up on a step or a chair, finding that pelvic or tightening the abdominals, and then from here, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to shift forward and come down, and I'm going to meet my laces down here. As you can see, I still have that natural curve to my lower back. My chest is out. I have gone into a lunge position, and then from here, I'm tying my laces there. And then I shift out. So just to repeat again, you put your foot up, back is nice and straight. I'm tightening my core muscles here, and I'm just shifting forward. My back knee is bending here. My knee is shifting forward. And now I'm in position where I don't feel like I have to flex forward and bend at that lumbar spine. So there you have it. Pelvic contraction or abdominal bracing. First, coming down, loosening that lumbar spine up by doing about 10 cycles of the cat-camel. And then finally, tying your shoes to get ready to go out in the garden using this technique right there.